Hi everyone. There's been a lot of discourse online stating that Bukayo Saka is not world class. Today, we're going to break down my point of view on the matter, but first I think it's important to define the word world class. This is in response to obviously Jamie O'Hara recently saying that Bukayo Saka isn't world class, but Cole Palmer is. So we're just going to firstly dispel this myth. So I've got the Google definition here. The world class means a person, thing, or activity among the best in the world. Is Saka one of the best wingers in the world? Without a shadow of a doubt, he is. So he's world class. Video done. End of story. Move on. We're going to actually go through in this video what makes him world class, what makes Saka so special, and why he is always weirdly written into stupid debates. Whether it be Brandon Williams back in the day for a left back debate, whether it be Foden last season, Cole Palmer, etc. We're going to outline what makes Saka so special to Arsenal Football Club and as a player. Firstly, we've got to analyse why is Bukayo Saka constantly put down. Throughout his career, this has been a common theme. It could be because as a winger, he isn't explosive. He doesn't necessarily do a load of tricks. Is he aesthetically pleasing enough as a footballer in terms of he's effective, he's efficient, but does he have that eye-catching sort of technique? You know, that like Santi Cazorla had, you were blown away because he'd like, whoa, he looks majestic on a football. In other words, Naby Keita syndrome. Naby Keita looked amazing on a football, but was he effective? No. But then there are players who are effective and look amazing, e.g. Thiago Alcantara for another Liverpool player, ex-Liverpool player. So that could be part and parcel of it. The other thing is, it could be because he plays for Arsenal. The general consensus in the media is that Arsenal are not a liked team. They never have been, they never will be. Could be that puts him down. Could be because he's English as well. Could be that he came through as a left back. Or there could, and the uglier side of the media, it could be to do with the colour of his skin and race. And I really hope it's not that, but there are some takes that do make me think maybe. For example, Palmer, he's been around for a year. He takes a lot of penalties. I know Saka does take penalties as well. But there's no way he even deserves, at this stage of his career, to be in a debate with Bukayo Saka. Foden's a different one. We'll go into that later. Foden is obviously a world-class talent, very aesthetically pleasing footballer. Is he as important to City as Saka is to Arsenal? No, but that's not necessarily a blight on Foden. So we'll discuss that later. But Palmer, for a start, he shouldn't even be in this discussion yet. Let's define. Saka, is he one of the best wingers in the world? Yes. The stats back it up. Last season, in the Prem, he got, 16 goals and 8 assists? He got 20 goals and 12 assists when you take into account the Champions League. So that would mean 44 games, 32 goals and assists. So that's goal contributions only. That's not talking about progression, progressive passes, etc. In 22-23 season, the year before, he got 25 goals and assists in 38 in the Premier League. So that's slightly less. Obviously, you don't take into account the Champions League because we weren't in the Champions League that year. But that is quality numbers, I think it's fair to say, by anyone's metric. I think last season he scored more than the season prior, 0.49 goals per game as opposed to 0.39 the season prior. This season, obviously, he's only got 2 goals in the Premier League thus far, but he has got 7 assists. So that is something impressive to look at. He's become more creative. It's fair to say this season Saka has become much more of a creative influence in the team. Since Ødegaard has got injured, his role has really upstepped in that remark. Yes, he's no longer getting on the end of as many chances in terms of goal scoring, shot actions, in terms of taking the shot, but he's producing a lot more shot creating actions and becoming much more of the hub of the team. He's got 7 assists, 2 goals. He's also, in the last year, become more of a well-rounded threat. He's now very good at set pieces in terms of corners, free kick delivery, dead ball situations. He is becoming phenomenal. Just watching him the last sort of month, Saka seems to have found another level. There was his level prior, and now he's taken another step forward. And the goals and assists aren't suggesting it, but you look at it, 8 key passes per game. Last game was against Southampton yesterday. He got 2 assists and a goal, but he also created, I think it was 6 chances, big chances in the game. He has taken this season by storm and in his stride. It would be a disservice to Bukayo Saka to just concentrate on stats though. One of his biggest traits is receiving the ball with his back to a defender under pressure and being able to turn inside from the right hand side, so coming into the centre channel, bringing it down from a long pass, whether that be Raya or whoever. Ramsdale used to always ping it to his feet. Saka would chest it down, bring it down. He's deceptively strong, phenomenal in that regard. Obviously, he's not rapid, but he is quick, and it's just his physicality, really. As a one-on-one playing off a full-back or a centre-back, he's very, very, very bullish in that regard. He's also one of the best defenders from a winger point of view. Phenomenal defensive numbers. We'll stick his stats from FBref on the actual screen now. I challenge you to find a winger in the world with this quality defensive numbers. He's phenomenal. His all-round game, he might be one of the most well-rounded players in the Premier League, in terms of a winger at least. His maturity, beyond his years, God-given gift of football. But one thing, he is the best decision maker I have ever seen from a player. If he's thrown goal and there's a guy on his left, say for a sweaty, you know full well, whatever happens, he's making the right decision, he's playing that pass, or he's scoring the goal. He's not going to mess up a decision. He's the most consistent player I've seen, especially at his age. But in terms of decision making, he is one of the best decision makers in terms of footballing brain you've seen. You could play him in centre mid, you could play him left back. He will do a job for the team. He even played full back, obviously, in the last tournament for England. He is terrific. How many times have you seen Bukayo Saka have a poor game, in quotations, where he's been quiet? You go at the end of the game, you look, oh, Saka got an assist today. Because he is just efficient. He's effective and efficient. He gets assists and makes impacts even when he's playing poorly. He's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love other players, but Bukayo Saka is such a special player. You can argue who's better, Foden or Saka, till the cows come home, but who is the most important to their team? And that, without a doubt, is Bukayo Saka to Arsenal. Foden didn't even start for City this season, which says a lot about their depth, but equally it shows who has imprinted themselves on the team consistently. You only have to look at England. Who makes the most impact for England? Bukayo Saka over Foden by a mile. Another thing that makes Saka so great is you've seen throughout the years, he has played in multi-systems, multiple positions, whether that be centre mid, whether that be left wing back, whether that be left back, whether that be right winger, whether that be left wing. He has excelled under multiple systems, multiple managers, whether that be Freddie Ljungberg, Unai Emery in a poor Arsenal team, Arteta at the start, or Arteta now. He also even excelled under Southgate, which a lot of players failed to do so. I always say there's something a bit more about Martinelli that makes me believe Martinelli can go higher in his game than Bukayo Saka. There's a weird special something, ruthlessness. But Saka has that humbleness. He will keep working hard and he will keep growing and becoming better and better. This level that he's at now, I didn't think he could achieve, and he'll continue to do so, and he'll continue to grow, and the numbers will get better and better with age. Saka is a special, special player, so Arsenal fans, just ignore the noise. When you get asked, is he world class? Just say obviously, but ignore the hate. At the end of the day, world class is someone who is in the best of their position. Other than Saka in the Premier League, who is better than him at right wing? There is one player, Mohamed Salah, who's proven it consistently. And even then, he's not as all-rounded in terms of Saka offers a lot more defensively and creatively than Salah does. Salah's a goal scorer. I know Salah is quite creative as well, but I think Saka's a little bit more all-rounded. Salah's a bit more of a better finisher. Either way, both players are special. Saka is phenomenally special. Ignore the noise, Arsenal fans, please. People may sleep on him, but that's fine. Let them. Just enjoy him at our football club. Enjoy Bukayo Saka FC. Enjoy his progression and enjoy him as a footballer. What a special player we have, and he's one of our own. Let Starboy flourish. Let him prove the doubters wrong as he has his whole career. Let's win the league. Come on, Arsenal. I hope you've enjoyed. But yes, Bukayo Saka is world class. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more. Thank you. Goodbye.